Have you ever met someone who felt almost too perfect? They understood you instantly. They agreed with your opinions. They made you feel important. And within days, it felt like you could trust them with anything. But months later, you realized something had quietly changed. You apologized more. You questioned yourself more. Somehow, they always seemed to have the control. Here's what most people get wrong. Manipulators don't reveal themselves when they take control. They reveal themselves long before that. The problem is, your brain mistakes their tactics for genuine connection. Today, you'll learn the psychological patterns manipulators struggle to hide, because once you know what to look for, they become much easier to recognize. Part 1. They make trust feel effortless. Real trust grows slowly. Manipulated trust feels immediate. Think about someone who says, "I've never connected with anyone like this." Or, "It feels like we've known each other forever," after knowing you for only a few days. At first, it feels flattering, but there's a reason it works. Your brain is wired to trust people who feel familiar, so manipulators create that feeling as quickly as possible. They mirror your opinions, your interests, even your personality, not because they're similar to you, but because similarity lowers your defenses. The first red flag isn't kindness, it's unnatural speed, because people who deserve your trust don't need to rush it. Part 2. They make you question yourself. Here's where manipulation becomes invisible. Imagine confronting someone about a promise they broke. Instead of explaining, they smile and say, "I never said that." You're overthinking again. You're too sensitive. Suddenly, the conversation isn't about their behavior anymore. It's about your memory, your emotions, your reaction. Psychologists call this gaslighting. The goal isn't to win the argument, it's to make you stop trusting yourself. Because the easier you are to confuse, the easier you are to control. Part 3. They turn your empathy into a weapon. Manipulators rarely use force. They use guilt. The moment you set a healthy boundary, they become the victim. "I guess I'm just a terrible person. Maybe I should leave you alone forever." Now you're no longer protecting yourself. You're comforting them. Notice what happened. Nothing actually changed. Only who feels responsible changed. And that's the trap. Manipulation works best when your decisions come from guilt instead of judgment. If you consistently leave someone feeling smaller, more confused, or emotionally exhausted, don't ignore it. Your feelings may be noticing the pattern before your mind does. Manipulators don't wear warning labels. They hide behind charm, attention, and perfect first impressions. But every manipulator has one weakness. They repeat patterns. The moment you stop judging people by their words and start watching how they consistently make you feel, their influence begins to disappear. Because manipulation only works until you can finally see it. If this changed the way you think about people, subscribe to Brain Unlocked and tell me in the comments which sign surprised you the most.